Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot. Today's our daily reading. It is Saturday, and I'm going to use the Wizard Tarot today for the reading and World of Vision for clarifying. Hope you all are well, and keep in mind this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. And let's take a moment here. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times. Been getting ready for this. Yep. And if you are enjoying these videos, please hit that thumbs up, share. Also, if you are enjoying, let's get started. Current situation. The Hermit, present influence, Four of Wands, future influence, the Wheel, that's good. What we don't see, Eight of Swords, what to look for, Seven of Swords. Unexpected judgment, challenge, Queen of Wands, strength, King of Swords, where does this lead? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Moon, leave it there, no more than three. Advice, Hierophant. Did we have the Hierophant? Might have been in my Aries reading yesterday. Seven of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Definitely planning here. There's some kind of planning going on. I also see that with the King of Swords being in the strength, with the Hermit being in the current situation. To me as well, with the Seven of Swords and what to look for, because that is asking you to look for something, maybe, something maybe that might be, we'll get there. Excuse me, sorry. Hermit in the current situation, this is a search. I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday, like trying to figure things out, trying to find something. I feel like I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands here, because the Four of Wands is in our present influence. And, I do feel like this is celebration coming together. This isn't necessarily marriage. It's not necessarily a group celebration, but to me it is about someone else, whether that is a relationship or a celebration with you and your higher self, or but I feel like the search is this. I want to know if the Four of Wands is something else or the idea of what you're searching for. Tell me more about this Four of Wands. Chariot, Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords. I do feel like with the Knight of Swords, that could be something coming in, whether it be someone or something. The Chariot and the Eight of Swords here, the Eight of Swords is facing that Chariot, and my first inclination is rescue me. Like looking at saying, come in and I'm looking for something to come in and rescue me. And then I feel like here comes that Knight of Swords. This is something that's coming in that is making you feel a little bit more uplifted. And you're feeling more like, okay, I can do this, or I can't, whatever the case may be. I feel like that's super important, especially with the Hermit there being the current situation, because you're in search mode, but the Hermit is so deep. Like, that realistically it is really about ourselves. And to me, it's a really important card when we're especially in a reading in a current situation, this is kind of where you're at. You're in a very, not vulnerable. Actually, I feel quite the opposite with the Hermit. I feel like that's telling us that we're willing to look and trust ourselves, you know? And I think once you're willing to trust yourself, then things do happen. You know, it's almost fated that things will happen. And that's exactly what the wheel is in the future. There is definitely, you know, time is shifting. Things are definitely moving forward. But to me, this is also very spiritual in the respect that I feel like a lot with the wheel, it's taking us where we need to be. You're going in the right direction. It's kind of like a reminder from spirit that you're headed in the right direction. Have faith, you know, keep your faith strong, keep positive about whatever's happening around you. I do though feel like with that Knight of Swords coming in, that things are changing up for you. We have the Eight of Swords and what you don't see, and to me this is, I feel like this could be the situation is kind of is stuck, not necessarily you, whatever the situation is. Tell me more about this Eight of Swords. I do like the fact that I don't think this is you. I think that you may feel stuck, but I'm not. I think that the reason why you feel stuck is something else is stuck, right? So I think that's why that's here, is to remind you that something else is stuck. If it's another person, they're stuck. If it's, you know, work or whatever's going on around you, you know, we never, when we want, so to me too, like with fate in general, like when we're on our journey, our life journey, and spirits, you know, pushing us in the right direction, we don't always know that sometimes even people we don't know, if they make a move, you know, then everything else changes, right? And pushes you or changes you. It can be someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that affects someone in your life that eventually affects you. So that this could be just literally, there is something that is supposed to be stuck. Tell me more about this Eight of Swords. The Fool, Knight of Swords, and Six of Wands. Interesting. New opportunity, someone heading towards recognition. The Knight of Swords is coming up again, and that's, I feel like, what's coming into you. And I feel like the reason why there could be this situation, whether it's a situation or somebody, is they need to have this time as well, or whatever. The situation needs to progress for the recognition, and until that happens, but I feel like if it's another person, they're almost stuck in the fact that they know what they need to do, but in other words, they're recognizing what they need to do, but they're not ready to take that move yet. And I feel like that's what the Seven of Swords is not being honest. So I don't think this is you. I mean, honestly, if I look at that and just see it there, I say, you know, remember to be honest with yourself and the people around you. Don't, you know, cover up how you feel or what you need or what you want. You know, be honest. Don't sneak or, you know, or that kind of thing. But it's also could be that they need to come clear. I do feel like too, though, is you are going to need to know that you can take your own life back no matter what's happening, whether it's another person, another situation. You only can control you. And at some point you will be clear, and it's asking you to look for that, you know, I feel like with the Judgment too and the unexpected, that there will be, some kind of knowledge or at least understanding of what's happening fairly soon. I feel like we've had this energy for a while. Again, it feels like it should be like coming clear, but it's not yet. And I do feel like that also could be the King of Swords being in the Strength, is that maybe that's going to happen. And I kind of think of that because of the Knight of Swords that we've seen twice now in clarifying. Tell me more about the Judgment in unexpected. The Moon, Two of Swords, and Seven of Wands. I feel like this is you. What is being being revitalized here, reborn or revitalized, or however you want to look at the Judgment, is, once you become clear. It's really hard to make a decision, Two of Swords, when there isn't a lot of clarity happening. And I do feel like with the Seven of Wands, what is happening here is that you are at least going to recognize that what's important to you is important, and that you will stand up. And that's the revitalizing, knowing it's not like you're standing up to yourself in a fight. It's more an inner working here because of the Hermit. So once you realize what you can do and what your controls are, and what your actions to take, this is what will allow you to feel better about you and the situation eventually. Because until you have that inner strength and are okay with yourself, right? It's hard to there's nothing you can do, right, about someone else. So in other words, once you have that, once you are reborn, then you have control of your own life. You can make the decisions that need to be made, the Two of Swords. But I think that you're making that decision that you will stand up for yourself, that you will protect yourself in some way or another. But that protection, I don't think it's like hiding. I feel like it's more spoken. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is, and whether it's to yourself or to your higher self or the divine, however you look at it, it's you. I really feel like it's you kind of coming into your own. And I think that's important. The challenge here is the Queen of Wands. There's still a part of you that really wants especially with that Four of Wands there, you want to be passionate about something. You want to be able to get excited about something, and you're struggling with that a little bit. It's a challenge to really bring this energy in right now. And that makes sense, especially with the Hermit in your current situation, right? Because the Hermit's quiet and the Queen of Wands is not, so, when you're in that realm, how do you break out of that shell? How do you come to understand that this is how I reach my passions? This is how I go for what I want. And it's just a challenge right now for you to get there. And that's okay. The King of Swords is in your Strength. I'm going to clarify this guy. I feel like, and again, anytime I pull the court cards, don't consider this male, female. It could be anything, but it's the energy. And I do feel like there is something here that this matches that Knight of Swords, that energy that's coming in. There's some kind of plan and effect, whether it's from someone or just the universe in general, that is definitely heading you where you need to be. Are you clear on this? Absolutely not. Not yet. I don't think this is you being clear. I think this is that Knight of Swords being clear. And that's the energy coming into you. They know what they want, or this situation has a direct forward movement, which will eventually affect you, right? Like this is where it's going here. So the Nine of Pentacles is where this all leads. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords. I'm not going to get to the Moon yet. I feel like once you feel confident and recognize yourself, then the Six of Swords, that then takes you to exactly where you need to be. Now, the moon does come in and say, okay, this is going to be a little unclear. And the moon could also be working through that unclarity, which is a good step forward to me. But I like the Six of Swords because that's your decision to move forward. That's your decision to say, yes, I'm going to continue to move forward towards whatever it is I'm looking for, whatever it is you're looking for. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, please. Emperor, Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel again. So this is, if this is somebody, if the Emperor is somebody to you, it could be them coming in and kind of having more time. Two of Pentacles, balance. And then, but this is definitely, with the Wheel there, it's you it could be as well, you taking control of balancing your life. I mean, the Two of Pentacles is all about, balancing love, work, home, all of those things in your life. And I think that once you kind of take control of the balance, this is what allows you to move forward. This also could be somebody as well, but I do feel like you're saying, like, okay, I understand the Nine of Pentacles. I understand who I am, what I have, what I've done. And this allows me to take control and put balance in so that I can continue to move forward. And move forward in whatever, we're all different. So whatever direction that's taking you. Tell me about the Six of Swords. We got the Six of Swords here. Tell me about the Six of Swords. I love the colors in that card. It makes me feel like the movement is also light, understanding, seeing things in a colorful way instead of gloomy. I don't know. I'm getting all of those kind of messages. Tell me about the Six of Swords here, please. I feel like it's a really important, actually. Again, that dang moon. Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Moon. This has been really hard with the Nine of Wands there, but you are willing to tackle it, to understand, because you want to understand. I don't think you're moving away from the Moon. You're moving towards the Moon, which tells me here in the reading itself, and the Knight is going from the Knight to the Nine to the Moon. So I feel like you are, you're wanting to understand this. And I feel like that Six of Swords is that journey to understanding. Honestly, that's what I'm getting. Let me see here about the Moon. So finally leads to the Moon. Tell me more about this Moon. Tell me about the Moon. Justice. The Moon again. Oh my gosh. Six of Wands. This is understanding for sure, because I feel like there is going to be some clarity coming in with the Justice. Things are going to be set to right. And the Moon is, in this case, you being clear, because the Moon is in the center, and then we have the Six of Wands. Whether this is recognition of you or you recognizing it doesn't matter, but whatever, because what the Six of Wands does is also shines the light on something. And that's when things become clear. So it won't be too long, but it's not going to be instant. You're not going to have clarity instantly. The Hierophant is in our advice, and that's continue to work on yourself. No matter what the situation is, if you have no control over it, then work on you. Do the things that you need to do that are important to you and in your immediate surroundings. What does that look like? Could look like anything, because there's something here that a lot of this is out of your control. There's nothing you can do. So instead of fretting or anything, I don't have any fretting cards here. I don't, but except for the Hermit feels kind of stuck to me, but I don't feel like there's no stress cards. I do feel like this is, saying, please, I don't need clarifying that. Work on you, work on your spirituality, your higher power stuff, your higher self. Also, understanding, like if there's something that you just need to work on in general, focusing on that, but taking control of that in the entirety. So instead of necessarily focusing on something you can't control, focus on what you can control, and allow yourself to move forward that way, especially if you're feeling stuck in any way, shape, or form. The only thing we can do is change either our perception, or we work on ourselves. Take control of something right in front of you, because Eight of Swords is a hard situation to be in no matter what. So, and if it has to do with something that we don't have, the only thing to do is control us. And that means don't let all your life areas struggle. Work on something, no matter what it is. It could be itty bitty, but work on it and focus on it. Okay, and anything else we need to know? Ace of Cups, Hangman, and Knight of Cups. So for some of you, there is something brand new happening here, and it comes from the Hangman, looking at something differently. And I do feel with that Knight of Cups that you are going to see something is going to be coming in that will uplift you. But part of this whole thing is the Hangman right in the middle. So again, understand what you can control, what you can do, and given time, you will reap the rewards here with the Knight of Cups. So whether this is for some of you, someone will come in and at least have a conversation with you, but I think it is a heartfelt thing. And if it's a situation, you will be receiving your due here in a positive way. Doesn't mean that the exact situation is going to work out exactly like you want it to, because we have the wheel. And anytime we have the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like we are on our path. And that's another really important thing to focus on, is that know that you're on the path where you need to be. So even if it's hard, and sometimes it's hard because we're not getting what we want or what we think we want. Sometimes what we want isn't necessarily really what we want. We only think it, right? So there you have your reading for today. I hope your day goes beautifully, and take care, and hit that thumbs up button for me if you don't mind, and have a beautiful day.